Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be learning how to graph curves, quadratic curves to be exact. Here's an example from the textbook. Y is equal to, by the way, this is the modulus sign. We've seen this before in functions. So yeah, what this basically means is that every value, so every y value is going to be positive, okay? So x can be negative, so x can be, greater than or equal to 0, so x can be positive or negative, but y will always be greater than 0 or 0. What I would do first is I would like to solve the inside bit. So let's solve the inside bit. Let's use our calculators. Okay, so x is equals to, I should just do x minus 3 and x plus 1. Okay, like so. So 3, 0 and minus 1, 0 are both going to be roots of the curve. I know that, as we can see, that this is the coefficient of x squared is positive. Oh yeah, it's positive, so it's going to be a minimum shape, so something like that. Okay, so let's draw it out. And okay, what I need next is the minimum point. Okay, so there we're going to have to find the x and y coordinate by completing the squares method that we've done before. So that's x squared minus 2x minus 3, which is equals to 0. So that is x minus 1 squared minus 3 minus 1 squared still equals to 0. Then x minus 1 squared equals to 0. So a vertex is going to be 1 minus 4. Okay, so 1 is our x, so this could be like 1. Forgot to label it. You should always label. And then this could be minus 4. So this seems okay. And then we could have our roots being 3 and minus 1 here. So we could have this and this. Okay, so I think this is enough for us to, well, yeah, I think this is enough for us to graph it. So we know that it's going to be like this, and this goes up, this is kind of like this, and then this goes up. It's not very perfect, but this is how you do it. And then it's the same procedure. Okay, so first of all, what we've done here is we've drawn the graph of y equals to, this. But they didn't ask us that. They asked us to draw the graph of the modulus of this, right? So what you have to do is take the negative side and flip it to the positive side. So basically you're going to be reflecting it in a way. So this, everything here is now, well, I should have a 4 here, because it's going to be reflected. I should use a different color. It's red here. And then, yes, over here, we're gonna have a point here. You can just kind of like that, and then like that. There it is. So I think I can remove these. Yep, and that is your curve. That's how you sketch it. Okay, but in a question, this is what you have to leave it as. You don't have to add on, the bottom bits here. You shouldn't add those bottom bits because that's not part of the answer. So this is your answer. Okay, so this is how you do it, and it's the same for any other curve that you see. If you can just draw you can just draw it normally and then flip it. So this is the y equals 0 line, so just flip it on the y equals 0 line so that everything is positive. Okay, now you can see, let me get a ruler here. You can see that, let's say at x equals to, y equals to 4 here, we have about 3 solutions. Right, so you can find these solutions by saying y equals to 4, so 4 is equals to the modulus of x minus 3, x plus 1. Okay, and then when you simplify this, we know that this equals to x squared minus 2x minus 3, and 4 is equal to this, so you can just say x squared minus 2x minus 3 minus 4, which eventually turns into minus 7, right, equals 0, and then you solve it again. 1 minus 2 minus 7. This gives you the answers 1 plus 2 root 2, and 1 minus 2 root 2. Okay, so these are the answers. Hold on, you can also find their values. So this one, I think this one is 1 minus 2 root 2, this is 1 plus 2 root 2, and this is 1. So the answers are this, and 1, where the curve has 3 solutions, and you can do this for other values as well. Let's say that is 2. You would do the same thing, and you would find more values of x. Okay, so that's it, and then that's for quadratic curves. Okay, so part A says that we have to put this into form a minus x plus b squared. So let's do the part A first. That's simply completing the squares. So let's rewrite this equation. Squared minus 4x plus 1 is equals to, say, 0. Okay, here I'm going to take out the minus 1. That's x squared plus 4x minus 1 equals to 0. Okay, I'm not going to divide just yet. I mean multiply. That's fine. So x plus 2 here, we divide by 2, and then we do minus 1 minus, this is plus 2, so we leave it at that, and that equals 0. Okay, so minus 1 minus 2 squared, and that's minus 5, and x plus 2 squared equals to 0. Okay, so now we simplify this, we get 5 minus x plus 2 squared equals to 0. We've got our form, which is a minus, I think, x plus b squared. Okay, let's remove that. So we know that a is equals to 5 and b is equals to 2. Okay, it's just that. Okay, next, part B says sketch f of x. 1 minus 4x minus x squared. Okay, so I know that rewriting this equation, I know that it's going to be a minimum because this is negative. It's going to have like this kind of shape. Okay, and let's find the roots real quickly. Okay, so the roots are not exact numbers, which is a bit annoying, but it's fine. So first one is minus 2 plus root 5. Second one is minus 2 plus root 5. Okay, now I'm going to get some approximations just so I know what I'm doing. Minus 4.24, 0.24. Okay, so I have my roots, or approximated, just so I have an idea, and we're going to use these, and hopefully we're going to get something accurate, something close to accurate. So our right, let's get the vertex as well. So our vertex is going to be it's going to be minus 2 and minus 5. Okay, so that's going to be helpful. Okay, so that could be our vertex right there, and then we can plot these points. So this could be around here, minus 2 minus root 5. This could be minus 2 plus root 5. Bit of a mistake there. It's meant to be minus 2 and 5, not minus 2 and minus 5. It's going to be a bit like this. Okay, when x is equals to 0, y is going to equal to 1. So 0, 1 is also can also help. Let's draw the curve. So a bit like this. I'm going to add that on later. Like this and like this. Let's just say this is 1. It doesn't have to be too accurate, but it's good enough. So this is our curve. Great. Okay, so the next part is y equals to modulus of f of x. Pretty easy. I'll just use the same grid here to show what's really happening. So what you have to do is you either redraw the graph, or what you do is take the negative values of the curve and simply turn them positive. So like that, and that's it. The green one is now the modulus of f of x, and then the red one, as I could show here, is f of x equals to y, and then this is equals to y as well. Okay, so you do the same thing for cubics as well, and that's pretty much it. Hope you understood. If you didn't, you can leave a comment and I will help you out. Thanks.